Good. You ready?
Yeah.
Steady.
Good angles, bro.
Ready? Steady.
Let's flip that lens.
Oh yeah. Do it. Too many fucking phones. Right. Ready? Yo everybody, welcome to my new podcast. I've aptly named it Car Mugz because I'm from Essex and Mugz is a derogatory term around here, I guess, and we're car mugs, we're car guys, so...
You call people mugs? Like derogatory?
You're a mug.
You're a mug, alright.
Yeah, you're fucking mug. You never watched Rise of the Foot Soldier?
No, don't tell Steve Wiston off though. Oh no, in fact I watched it with him.
Oh,
yeah,
did
I watched
you?
it with him, yeah.
Anyway, so on this podcast, I'm going to try and get some UK and American, if possible, well, anyone really, YouTubers on board, and then hopefully as it grows, and if it does work out how I hope it will be getting people from the industry on and all the rest of it, tell our stories.
This is the pilot, right? This is like
well, no, the pilot was yesterday.
Oh, we don't talk about yesterday.
That was so bad, but we're hoping today goes a bit more smoother because everyone's awake. We don't have Pete and Morgan here, because it was terrible.
Yeah, we did try this yesterday, and it got out of hand. But
yeah.
We're just gonna.
But we're more prepared now.
Program now. Yeah.
We're more prepared.
Yeah.
We've got stuff written down. I had a general outline yesterday of stuff written down, but today we've got way more stuff written down, so I think it's going to go better. Anyway, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Adam Ivel. I run a company called 621. I also run Banners Plyco, and I love cars. That sounds so lame saying it, doesn't it? I do. I love my cars. I've got an EG6 track car I'm currently building. I've got an S15 drift car that I adore, and I've got a few other, you
fucking love that Nissan, man, don't you?
Oh.
Are we allowed to swear, by the way?
Yeah, we can swear as much as we fucking want, bro.
Right, that's awesome.
But I really do love my Nissan. I do. But yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to get some people on, and I thought, right, who could I get on here and have an easy one with for the first time? And this is Dan Sylvester.
Hello.
Also known as Danny DC2 online, your online persona.
That's me. Well, it's not me, that's my online persona.
Your online persona. Yeah. Is it not going to annoy you a little bit if you ever do sack off the DC2 and then you got changed to Danny M3?
Well, I can never get
used to be Danny VTS.
I did used to be Danny VTS. I found that on my photo bookie recently. Anyone who follows me on Twitter would have seen that. But yeah, I used to be mad into my Saxos back into the day as well. But now I can't get rid of the DC2, man. That's me now, isn't it? It would just be Danny then. That wouldn't be worth watching, would it? Who's going to watch just me? It's got to be the DC2. Now the DC2's staying with me for a long time.
Yeah, that's good. Well, can you give the people who don't know who you are a brief overview of yourself?
Yeah. Well, my name's Dan and I like cars too. And I like making videos about cars. And not just videos. I like Instagram as well. I like social media, I guess. I like sharing stories with cars as well. I've got an Integra DC2 Type R that I've had for over 5 years now. It used to be my daily. I used to drive it to work every day and stuff like that, and now it's just mostly just a track car, but I'm slowly building it back into a car that I can use on the road as well as hopefully it'll kick ass at the Nurburgring as well. And I've got my E36 drift car, which I adore as well. I really like my E36. It's probably up there, one of my favourite cars I've ever had. I just love it. It's such a laugh. Then I've got my Audi A4, which I fucking love as well. You didn't talk about your Passat, man.
Well, I didn't talk about a lot of my cars.
They need to know about the good cars. I thought we were just doing like a fleet update.
Okay.
What's your fleet?
My fleet is, I have the Nissan S15, I have the Civic EG6, they're the two main cars.
Yeah.
Then I have 2 Honda Legends. One is a parts car, and the other one is fucked car that needs the parts off the parts car.
I forgot how many cars you had.
Yeah, I also have an E36 328, which is a great drift car to learn in, I believe, but since I've got the Nissan, I don't actually think it's moved, apart from into the garage and then back out of the garage
it's sat there,
it needs it. Yeah, and then I also have a CBR 600RR motorbike. It's bright yellow and it's sick. And I also have a Volkswagen Passat certified good car.
Yeah, man,
it's an estate and it's for this dude down here. So yeah, that's my fleet.
Do you want to introduce the dog? I presume Finn's going to be in most of these videos.
Finn. This is my Dalmatian Finn. He's a good boy, a very good boy. So yeah, he's a good boy. Anyway, let's jump into it, shall we? So I'm just trying to make this a bit more easy to read on here because I've sort of copied and pasted a load of stuff. Okay, so how did you end up getting yourself into cars?
How did I get into cars? Video games mostly, Gran Turismo, Forza and stuff like that. I always fantasised about cars. My parents were never really into cars. Like, I'm not one of these people that's come from a family that's into cars. I just kind of like made my own path, and once I started driving, I've had quite a few different cars along the years as well. I kind of found my foot and tried a few different cars, and yeah, now I'm pretty stuck now to Hondas and BMWs, but I do like, and of course the Audi. But yeah, I mean, cars, I don't know, I can't really tell you. I just kind of always have been into cars, and I've always liked cars, and here we are today, you know.
Here you are today. Yeah. You said you're stuck in your Honda and BMWs. Are they your two general favourite brands?
Yeah, they're my brands. They're the ones. I mean, I've had all sorts of different cars. To be fair, I've not had that many different types of cars. Like, I've still not had a Nissan. Oh no, I had a Primera GT.
You did have a Primera.
I have a Primera GT. I'm talking about like a skid car Nissan. Like, I would like to try one day, obviously, because Adam does not shut up about his Nissan. I have to like listen to him talking about it all the time. We were playing Forza the other night, and I had to build his car on Forza for him and show him how to do the vinyls and everything.
Oh, I just love it.
It came out sick, to be fair.
It did look sick.
It did look sick, but yeah, Honda and BMW, man. I don't know. They just seem to gel so well, and I know so many other people as well who've got Honda and BMW. Yeah, like yourself. Like they just seem to
even like 3 or 4 years ago when I just got the EG6, I had my BMW as a daily. I had a BMW E92, didn't I?
Yeah. Like, there's something about them. They just seem to go well together.
Yeah, they're great. They are a great pairing. And I noticed on your YouTube channel, one of my favourite videos is your old video of your purple E36. I know it's like one of your most Billy Basic crappy videos ever, but I think I love it because that was before vlogs, really, weren't it? Like, that was like, to me, it's one of the more raw car guy videos because it's really not about you as a person. It's about
I adored
just
that car. Yeah, it was awesome. Well, I actually sell the car because I lost my job. I got made redundant, and the car had to go. It was either that or the Teg had to go, and I picked the Teg to keep. That's actually the first time I bought the Audi after that.
Oh, really?
But yeah, before the car went, I wanted to kind of, like I say, like I've always been interested in making content. I say content's such a modern word, but you know what I mean. I've always been interested in like logging things with cars, and it's always just been about me. And I did the E36 review just because I wanted to remember this car, and then I can go on YouTube now and look back at a video that I made 4 years ago, and it's cool, man. I like doing stuff like that.
It is cool, man. So I was going to ask you, like, why did you start up the vlog side of YouTube? Because obviously you've always posted car videos or just them bombing up the road and stuff like.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to turn the camera on yourself? And I'm sure this will be interesting to some of the people watching who maybe want to start up but don't have the bottle to, because it's talking in front of a camera in front of people is nerve-wracking.
Especially in public places, man. I mean, I still don't really enjoy it that much in public places, especially. Like, you've got to get your fucking big balls out on you and just go for it. But now I started doing it because you started doing it, basically. And me and Adam have been mates for a long time, and once you started on the vlogs thing, which was the Honda Diaries when you picked up the EG6, and I used to watch the Honda Diaries, and I was like, I'll give this a go one day. And then when I went down to Streatham with the Integra, I thought, you know what, we've got a good set of lads with me here, we can make some funny videos, and it just kind of went from there.
Perfect time to start.
Yeah,
it's good. I think we'll just stay on this topic for a second. We're like helping out anybody that's potential, because I believe we in the UK need more car vloggers.
Right, yeah. A lot of people seem to share that opinion,
Yeah, because we've got maybe me and you who are more the casual guys. I see us more as like casual YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't even like calling myself a YouTuber.
We don't do it as a business like a lot of the people do, right?
Yeah, like I don't even like calling myself a YouTuber. I like saying I'm Adam and I make videos. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's a bit...
Like, if YouTube disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck this. I'd just go back to uploading a Vimeo like I used to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I only started uploading to YouTube because I realised you could actually like almost like use it like a forum, and it was like, okay, cool, like you can have people interact with you and stuff. And
YouTube can still be a great place to like share and the comments and stuff like that, and get everyone involved and like get a decent community going. I mean, problem with YouTube is, of course, there's the other side to YouTube where it's all this anonymous accounts and just people being
spags, just for the sake of being assholes. But the thing is, like, if you actually work out who these people are, you're looking at like an 8-year-old. Do you know what I mean? Now, obviously, like people that watch your YouTube or haven't watched your YouTube, you do a lot of track days.
I used to a lot more previous to this year, and this year I've been more about drifting, because as you know, drifting's so much fun. But yeah, coupled with that, my Integra's been broken a lot this year, and my Integra is so tired at the minute. Like I say, it went from a daily car to being a track car, and then I just smashed it on track. Like literally as well, I've smashed it up 3 times on track as well, twice at Cadwell Park and once at the Ring. And my car is pretty tired now, so hopefully over the winter we can get back to track days next year. But yeah, track days are awesome. I really really love track. It's always been the Integra as well, you know. I've not done track days and anything else. It's always been the Integra. I just love it because it's such a little underdog as well. Like, you see this ropey old Integra and it's...
And it is a ropey old Integra.
It's really ropey, isn't it? Like, these people who see it on the camera, they probably think, whoa, it looks so nice, but you know, I'm a god with Instagram filters, so I know how to make the shit cars look sick. But yeah, I love my Integra and I can't wait to get back out next year doing more track days, for sure.
Yeah. Do you know, that's something I think I've really missed doing track days. And I think the problem was the only track day I did this year was in my DC5 at Rockingham. Now, I don't like Rockingham as a circuit.
No.
Okay, so like, I did not enjoy that at all. I was out on...
But it's good fun for drifting.
Oh, drifting, it's the best circuit for drifting in the UK, in my opinion.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, just mainly because of the house. We'll talk about that later as well.
Oh, okay.
But I did that day in the Integra, and it was basically a bog standard car that had BC racing coilovers and AO8Rs on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it just didn't have upgraded brake pads, no, it had Ferodos in DS2, but they were old ones.
Is it good?
No.
Is it not?
No. I hated every second of it.
Really?
And I literally came off and I went up to, you know, DC5R Mike.
Yeah.
I went,
good guy.
Yeah, really nice guy. And I went up to him and I was just like, dude, I just don't think I like this anymore. And he was like, well, maybe it's the car, because I then took Bond from Performance Cars, yellow S2000 round.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I loved it. And I was like, this is a buzz. And then I said to him, can I go drifting in it? And he was like, sure. So I started skimming it.
I saw you driving the S2000, yeah.
And I loved it again, and I was like, this is what it's about. And I think the problem with the Integra for me was it was so mint. It had like 60,000 miles on it, and that's a Y-Reg one. It's one of the first Integras. And like, in the back of my mind was, you know, because obviously Adam Cook crashed his DC5, didn't it? And I was like, I see it now, and I was just like, if I crash this car, I have no money. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is where all of my money is, like. And I was like, and that's why I ended up selling it and getting the Nissan, because the Nissan I see as a tool instead of as a car that I use as an investment. So I lost no money on the Integra. The Nissan, I don't care if I bang it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to bang it. I'm like,
oh, it's a skid car, right?
But like, I bought it as my tool to do drifting.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I need to get my. Once the Civic is done and people get off my case about that, like, it will get done. But like you saw yesterday, like the little bits we need to do, like getting them brake cap clips.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking about to do with that Civic, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's little bits that are like just long jobs that are gonna, and it's just like, fuck it, I can't be bothered half the time. Like, I want to go and just have fun. But I miss track days. I miss my little Civic.
Track days are awesome. Yeah, but when it's fixed next year, we'll go to Cadwell. I'll bring my Integra.
You'll be so much faster than me though, because I'm only put the B16 back in mine.
You have to let me have a go. B16 EG sounds fun around Cadwell. It's slow, but it sounds fun.
I think slow's good for me at the beginning, because I've done maybe 5 or 6 track days in my entire life, and they're all at Snetterton and once at Rockingham.
Remember that time we were supposed to do Cadwell, but you spazzed your ankle?
Oh yeah, I sprained my ankle. I put the car on the trailer. I put my car on the trailer and I jumped over the trailer and and it went out. Did you see the photo I sent you?
Yeah,
it was like that.
That's swelled up on it, yeah.
I couldn't move. It was the left one. Oh my god, I screamed. I thought I broke my ankle.
That could have been a life changer, man. You could have been like smashing the track with us now with KSBs, but instead you're drifting. That one Cadwell track day.
K-Swap.
K-Swap, baby.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Like I said, with the new job I have as well, part of the family business, like there's big potential for that to grow. So if the money can come back in big solid lumps, then I can afford to do K-Swaps. But as I've explained to you while you've been down here, my heart currently lays with the drifting, and I'd rather have my Nissan constantly ready. And I drove Neil's S14, and that was amazing. And I'd love to be able to boost mine some more and just make some big smoke
skids.
Yeah. So what made you go on your first track day? What
made me go on the first track day?
Yeah, what car did you take and all that sort of?
That was the Integra, of course.
It was the Integra.
Yeah. Well, I went to the Nurburgring just as like a holiday, really, you know, just to go and check it out. Always been interested. I'd never driven on track before going to the Nurburgring, and I went out with a couple of friends, and yeah, I fucking loved it. And then as soon as we got back, me and Dan, Rolex Dan, we booked a track day at Blighton, I think it was, and yeah, it was fucking awesome. We just went from there, really, and then me and Dan just did a whole honk of track days together. We used to go all over. Yeah, man. The Nurburgring changed my life. if anyone's curious about going to the Nurburgring, a lot of people say this. They always go, "Oh, I wish I could go," and all that. And it's not that expensive, you know. You can just go for the weekend. It'll cost you a couple £100, and you just got to get out there and do it, man. But be warned, it will probably change your life. Like Josh has changed his car entirely now. It was meant to be like this crazy time attack car, and now he's building just a Nurburgring car.
Really?
Yeah, he's completely changed his plans, man.
Brilliant.
It's such an awesome place, but yeah, the Nurburgring got me into track days for sure.
I need to do a Nurburgring trip, like 100%. I need to do a Nurburgring trip.
Yeah, man. It's good.
I'll tell you one day. Yeah, definitely.
Just for the record, I have asked him like at least twice to come along with me, and he's always doing some business stuff. And
it's either work or doggo.
Yeah.
So yeah. Leading on to that, you are obviously relatively well known on the social media side of things for wrecking at the Nurburgring.
Oh yeah, my crash. Yeah, it was good times, man.
Can we go through, obviously, why it happened for the viewers that don't watch your channel yet? So you had an accident at the Nurburgring, a pretty big smash. Like it was
it could have been worse.
It could have been, but to me it was a big smash.
Yeah. So I mean, basically what happened was I was coming up the long back hill. I can't remember the name. Is it Kesselchen maybe? I can't remember anyway. The long section of the back hill, and you're flat for ages. And just before the carousel, I'm coming up, and there's a McGann on the inside of the corner, and he's going quite slow, so I pass him on the outside. And just as I'm going round him, my fuel tank straps snapped. This is kind of what we've had a look at what's happened since. At the time, what it felt like was my rear brakes locked, or it just felt like I had no traction at all from the back. Mm-hmm. Like, did you ever put McDonald's trays on your rear wheels and like rip the handbrake back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah, of course we did. You're an Essex boy. Even I did that. We did that in Yorkshire, mate. But it was just like that. And the Integra, I was going about 100 miles an hour around this corner, and it just kind of like pirouetted real fast, and like I looped out, and I just knocked into the barrier. I kind of like skimmed off the barrier. So I mean, if I'd have gone head on, it'd been a lot worse. But I kind of like skimmed across it, and it was enough to bend my chassis legs and rip my oil cooler off, and obviously the fuel tank fell off as well. So that the car was immobile at that point, and it was stuck right in the middle of the track as well when it finished. Once I hit the wall, it kind of skipped back across, and I was in the middle of the track. And this is a corner where cars could be coming round at like 110, 120 miles per hour, and I'm just sat there in the track. It was so scary, man. Like once I realised what's happening, because at the time, obviously, the adrenaline's pumping when you have the crash. And then when it rolled back, I was like, shit, I need to get my car out of here fast. It wouldn't go forward, I think, because the fuel tank was like pointing downwards into the
digging into
floor.
The track,
yeah. So I just put the car in gear because it wouldn't start, obviously, because the fuel pump wire would all been cut, so it was getting no fuel. Luckily, it didn't start, because if I'd have started the car with the oil cooler ripped off, man, my engine would have been toast in a matter of seconds. So thankfully, my engine didn't start. Long story short, I was able to roll it back, and the first thing I did was start vlogging, after I calmed down a bit. And
that's when YouTube's taken over your life.
Well, yeah.
I've just wrecked my car. Better film it!
Yeah, but I mean, that paid out for my YouTube, I guess, and a lot of people have seen that video now. That's why a lot of people still watch my channel, so I guess it was a blessing in disguise. I would have always preferred not to crash my car, but at the same time, having
it's kind of cool.
Fans is alright, I guess.
It's kind of cool, but yeah, I watched someone that's obviously very passionate about Nurburgring, and it is the Nurburgring, isn't it? It's the Nurburgring you're passionate about.
Oh, yeah.
So like, it's someone watching someone who's super passionate about the Nurburgring and chasing that time that has eluded you so far. You got what, 8.00?
Yeah. Well, my goal for the Integra has always been to get a sub-8 bridge to gantry time, and I've done the past 4 trips, like chronologically. I did like an 804. This is since the case walk. I did an 804, an 802, an 801, which is when I crashed. And then the last time I was there, I did an 800. So yeah,
so the next time should be a 759.
Hopefully, I mean, if not better. I mean, I told you yesterday I've just got a new engine for the car as well, which it's not going to create a massive amount of more power, but being a K24 engine is what I've got, which is an exclusive, by the way. I've not told anyone else this yet. But yeah, I bought a K24 for the Integra, and like over the course of the Nurburgring, I don't know, I'm hoping for like 750-ish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's where I was going, so it's kind of cool. But I watched someone that has a goal, is passionate about getting there, and obviously you had that mishap, the accident, and you've been able to watch the car go from being rebuilt, from being a wreck, to a track car again, to now a more progressive track car with the help of your sponsors like Hybrid Racing.
Yeah, Hybrid Racing and Mixed Garage, both great. Shout out, thanks for supporting me along my journey.
I'm always happy to take car parts. I'm just saying, like, I would case swap the EG if the parts have turned up. You know, I'm just saying, like, I just don't have £3,500.
Yeah.
But no, just, you know, just jesting around. But like, it's cool to be able to watch it, and then you go, right, okay, cool, we're at this. Cool to be able to go from like, right, we're at this point. Next time you go, will he do it? It's almost like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the problem now is you've got all them people watching, like, oh, come on, guys!
It's nuts. Like the last time I was at the Nurburgring, I was getting like so many messages a day, like, have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? How are you getting on? Which is, it's a strange thing for me because I'm not used to having all this attention, and it's, you know, it's quite a lot. It's not pressure because at the end of the day, I'm just myself and I enjoy doing it. But yeah,
the main thing is you'd be doing it even if you didn't have the camera.
Yeah.
That's what I like to think. Like, I'd still be doing everything
absolutely.
I do.
I'd still be doing it, absolutely. Yeah. What I kind of like about, I do kind of like it in the sense that I know that when I do finally do it, and hopefully I will, you know, I'm going to keep trying to get this away until, well, if I die trying, you know, I'm not really that fussed. That's how much I care about it. But I do kind of feel like a lot of people will be kind of happy at the same time. Like, it's not just going to be me that's going to be like, yeah, fuck yeah. I genuinely think there's a lot of people out there who really want to see me get that goal, and that's pretty cool.
That is cool. It's almost like, I know you don't want to hear it, but you almost look a little celebrity. Like, you have a following, and you like, people want you to get that goal. It's almost like watching someone on X Factor trying to you know, win the X Factor. You know.
I don't know. I think it's like celebrity's got like a different meaning these days, isn't it? Because with social media and everything like that.
To be fair, you can be a celebrity for fucking sleeping with someone on TV.
Exactly, man. It's a lot of shit. I'd rather not be classed. I don't want to be featured in the Daily Mail, please. Anything but the Daily Mail. That's fine.
Alright, brilliant. Leading on from what you just said, because it's kind of, once again, kind of interesting, like, how do you feel like YouTubers are portrayed? So, to the non-YouTuber, to the people that watch the YouTube, do you believe that they kind of put people on a pedestal and all this sort of stuff?
I think.
How do you find it being one yourself?
It's interesting because there's a lot of YouTubers who do it as a business
and a job.
A lot of YouTubers do it as a job, and I think it's kind of hard for people who just watch YouTube to kind of differentiate the difference between those kind of people and let's say us.
Point at me.
no, sorry. You know, like your Shmee and people like that whose their career is now making videos, whereas me and Adam, we just kind of do it on the side, just like a hobby. You know, I've got a full-time job which I'm pretty passionate about. I quite enjoy my job, and you know, I wouldn't think of leaving that anytime soon just to pursue YouTube career. As much as I love making videos, I want that to continue to be my hobby on the side. Like, I don't want to start doing it as a job because I think it'll ruin it slightly. And I think it's important for people to remember that when they're watching our videos and they're commenting and
they're getting frustrated. Stuff doesn't happen as quick as you see it on other channels.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the one thing that grates me is when people give me grief for, like, on my Nissan, I'm having a great day in the Nissan, and then I get a comment, when's the EG gonna be done? I'm like, dude, I'm out here having a fucking epic time. I'm sharing it with you guys for nothing.
They watch. A lot of people forget that they're watching YouTube for free. They just sat down and we're the ones putting the hours in.
I said to you, you asked me how long did my drift video take to edit. I've got a drift video dropping today. So whenever this video is on, it'll be the Sunday. So that video took me, I think, about 10 hours in total. In total, from start to finish, getting it. And that is a lot. That's a long time.
That's 2 full evenings, right?
Sitting staring at a computer.
I mean, it's fun though, right? Because I enjoy doing the drift videos as well.
My drift videos are my favourite ones to edit. Actually, no.
They're always very long, but...
My favourite ones to edit are when you get that real, honest vibe from the garage with maybe me and Pete or me and my mates, and you can just tell.
That old school Honda Diaries vibe.
Yeah, just... I'm a bit of a dick. I know I am, but... On camera, I definitely come across it, but they don't see, like, the nice side of me that... You know,
he's always a dick.
I'm not always a dick. I'm some of the time a dick.
No, you're right.
I'm always very, I'm always the first person willing to help anybody that needs it. So it's just like I love that banter, that honest, real mates banter, and like I think that's another thing people dislike. Like when someone disappears from my videos, it's normally because me and them have fell out in real life, or because we're no longer going down the same path in life. So it's like, well, I'm not going to keep going, come back and hang out in the video, just to film for a video, because I like to be honest. Like, that's one thing with my content, and I think with your content as well, you just want to portray an honest...
Yeah, man.
Oh, well, that's me anyway.
It's just me fucking about with cars, really, and, my videos don't really have a structure, I don't do daily vlogs, I don't do car reviews, I don't do...
You've done a couple.
No, what I'm leading up to say is I just do whatever I want. So if I fancy doing like the MR2 video series that I did recently,
Yeah.
You know, if I just fancy doing something different, I just do it, and that's what my YouTube's about to me. It's not really got a structure like a lot of these bigger YouTubers have, and you know, it looks like we've got a bit of audience that enjoy watching our stuff, so yeah, it seems to be working alright. I just hope people will try and remember that this is not a full-time job, and
we are we are not qualified to do this.
No. I mean,
we are both mugs that started out with GoPros. Literally, we both started out on GoPros, and we've obviously both upgraded our camera setups, and I've obviously upgraded mine. I think
sick, man.
Yeah, it does look cool, doesn't it? So you know, it's just how it goes. Like we've both invested a lot of money into this YouTube stuff as well now. Like I reckon, obviously I used to do the photography for a living, well, not a living, but I used to freelance, and like so, I already had quite a lot of nice lenses just from that. But like that DJI Osmo thing I've got cost me like 690 quid.
Jeez.
Do you know what I mean? And I just use that for the little transition bits. That's just for smooth transitions. Do you know what I mean? Like but it makes my videos happier. Like it makes me more content with my content. Like when I watch it back, which I do, I always try and watch my videos back to try and learn to improve. I'm like, wow, I love that bit. Do you know what I mean? Like I love that bit.
It's a buzz. It's a buzz for us, right? It's a buzz for us.
Yeah. I mean, and I've always said
it's not just money though. It's time as well, isn't it? Like,
it's time.
Put a lot of time into it.
Yeah, I think I've always said as well that if my views declined to the point where no one was watching, I'd still make them, because I started out making videos with no views, and I never wanted to become that guy that's like, well, if no one's watching it, I'm making shit. Like, because obviously my views have dropped since my channel name change and since I bought the Nissan. Like I know since I stopped being a Honda fanboy.
Yeah, I missed the Honda in the UK. That's why, man. What do you expect?
I just don't agree, dude. Like, I don't have a massive following, so like I don't. You know, like
before I was like, when I just got my Honda, like before we were mates, like me and Adam have been mates for like 4 years or something now, right? But when I first got my DC2, I was like, oh, that's 621. Do you remember that time I emailed you to try and be your northern photographer?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
You did do a few bits.
So you are Mr.
I mean, the
Honda.
blog itself, I still think is, even like we don't really post much, still a great Honda blog, and it is mainly a Honda blog.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how my company started. And that's why I keep 621 as Honda only. Really, like I don't make 621 parts for non-Hondas. We won't. We'll do that as Bandit Supply Co. Because I needed to make a new entity because I wanted 621 to stay. But people have to remember, I am not 621. 621 is a business. It's a limited company that has a business model now that I want to. That it's my decisions. I make all the decisions at it, but I'm allowed to not own every Honda in the world. Honda UK don't give a shit about me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had to go and borrow an FK2 off of my mate because Honda said, yeah, you can use it, and then it got to the time they were like, actually, no, you're not allowed. So it's like, well, all I'm asking for is a car for an hour and do a video on. You know, I'm not asking them to pay me. I said, I'll put fuel in it, I'll make sure I've treated it right. You know, they'll get it back exactly how they've given it. They don't want to deal with people like me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you got to have a mate who works there. That's But I wasn't allowed to video the FK8 either, because I drove the FK8 recently.
And did you ask if you could video it?
Yeah.
And he said no?
Well, he said he'd get into trouble, so...
He'd get into trouble?
Yeah.
It's mad to me, why don't...
We better move on.
Yeah, we better move on before I lose even more subscribers. So we've done how we feel YouTubers are portrayed, but how has the car scene changed since you first got into it? The Honda meets and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I was never really into Hondas to start with, so...
No.
I mean, I can only talk about the car scene as a whole. I used to go to car shows and stuff all the time, and it's just about when Stance was just about getting into being something when I was bezzing about in my Saxo and stuff. And I was never really that interested in it. And,
bezzing about?
Yeah, man. And, but then I got into my Honda, and I used to quite like the Honda scene. I used to go to Mugz quite a lot and stuff like that before.
What Mugz were...
I used to go to the one with the services.
The services, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. So you were never about for the Blue Water days?
No.
Oh mate.
Before South Mims?
Yeah, but the Blue Water meets were epic.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, they were so good because the light in there was so good and like.
What's your camera saying?
The Blue Water meets, man, was something special. They're probably a memory I'll hold dearest out of all of these meets and stuff. Actually. The meet that you came down your Red EG and FYD was there and all of that.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was a solid meet, man.
That was the last one that we were allowed to do.
Massive. That was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like when the
good.
roads got shut down, how many cars were there? Like,
yeah, that was good.
oh man, that was such an amazing day. And the best thing was, I'd been in the office for 3 hours, so I didn't even know how busy it was. So when I turned up, there was like maybe like 5 or 6 cars outside. And then I come downstairs 3 hours later, and there's like, what, 800 cars?
Mate,
I was like,
nuts.
what the heck?
So many cars on me. Yeah,
GTRs all came down, Silvias,
Yeah.
like Volkswagen. It was like, that was like such a rad day to me. I was like, I wish we could host more of them, but the council got real aggy.
Yeah,
like,
I normally do.
so we're gonna have to see what we can work out.
What was the question again? How do I think?
How do you feel like the car scene's evolved, changed?
Well, I think I don't really know if this car scene does change. I think it's just yourself that changes. Like as you grow like older with cars, you kind of mature your taste, and people kind of find their feet, and like they do what they want to do. If they want to stance out of golf, or if they want to, you know, get a micro and make it Kanjo or whatever like that. I don't know. Everyone does their own little thing, right?
Yeah,
and whatever they're doing, they always feel like it's right. So I try not to judge people what they're doing with cars. I mean, a lot of people probably look at my Audi and think, what a piece of shit, and I love that car, so I'm probably not one to talk. How's it changed? For me, it's changed, obviously, because I've got into track days, but I don't really know how it's changed. I mean, you probably know more about how the scene's changed.
Yeah, I'm pretty deep. Like, it's my business to be.
Yeah, of course.
For me, it's like, I feel like it's lost a certain spark, because when I first got into it, you could go to one of these car park meets, and it was so relaxed, man. Like, it was so much fun. You could go and everyone would know everyone. And maybe it's because I'm obviously in a different position now, where obviously I've created a business out of it, and I think a lot of people are salty about that I can earn money out of doing something I really enjoy. Isn't that everyone's end goal? You know, like,
yeah, I mean, if you can go through life loving what you're doing, was the old quote, like,
if you love
find a job, you never work a day in your life, or
find
something
a
like
job
that?
you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Which is definitely not true, because it's fucking aged me massively. But in total, I feel like, obviously, if you are just getting into it, you'll probably love it. Like, Dav has done a pretty good job with Mims. I feel like that last Mims meet was massive, wasn't it? The one at Rockingham where we did the track days and you come off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a big.
There's been another one since then, aren't there?
Yeah, I didn't go to that last one though.
I think.
I don't think I did anyway.
Isn't there going to be one starting the fog now or something?
Yeah, a drag race day. So like, it's cool that there's always new stuff coming and the shows are getting bigger, but the bigger stuff gets, the less personalised it becomes.
Do you know what's different nowadays as well is, like, you see a lot of people, this is me being a bit salty now.
Do it.
You see a lot of people like seem to be modifying their cars just for like Instagram likes and stuff like that, and they're doing daft shit all the time. So I've got to be different and stuff like that. And modern cars don't really do a lot for me. I don't really like a lot of modern cars, to be honest.
I don't really either. I think that's probably where we differ. Like,
2005 is probably the cut-off. Like, that's the latest I'll go.
I'd have an FD2.
I do like FD2s. I really like E90 M3s as well. Like, that's obviously the V-dub fucking.
Yeah, but have you seen
wide
the
arcs
quality of the cars in the Volkswagen scene, mate?
No.
They are unparalleled. You go to a Volkswagen meet, like Edition 38 show or something like that.
Yeah. They're always real clean and
The
stuff.
level of detail the guys go into on their cars is, in my opinion, the Volkswagen scene is the most in-depth community of a whole. Instead of going to like a classic car meet, there will be one Escort with all the mirrors under it and all that. You can go to Edition 38 and there'll be 100 top-level cars.
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion.
Like all stanced out and stuff.
Not even that. Like there'll be race Mark 1s, race kit on it, and like I love the Volkswagen scene. Not in total, because there's fucking pieces of shit in every community.
Yeah.
But if you just go as a bystander and you walk around, everyone's paint will be perfect, everyone's wheels will be brand new. Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff.
See,
like,
that's not me at all.
no, but I look at all my cars; they're all scruffy as shit. But like, I love to go and just appreciate that sort of stuff.
You see, things with cars like that, like I look at really clean cars, and I know some people have got some really, really nice, clean like track cars, but like I just know from experience that if you take a car like that on track and drive it properly, it's not going to stay perfect for long. Did you see how clean my Integra was before I started tracking it?
Yeah.
It was so nice.
You never saw how clean my Nissan was before I took it to drift. Like.
Yeah.
I ran over the bumper, didn't I? Basically, like that's fucked. But I think that's why we do it though, because we don't have our cars to take to show and shine.
No, we don't have our cars just to take pictures and look nice. We like driving them. I like driving. I probably like driving more than I like cars, to be honest. Does that make sense? Does that kind of? I know they're both like interlinked, but I do really like.
You'd rather go to a track day than a car show.
Yeah, I would rather, like, my M3, I've had my M3 like 6 months now, and I've washed it once. Because I just did, oh fucking hell.
You alright?
Yeah, I just like tongue twisted myself.
Oh.
Like, the rare opportunity I get to drive it when I've got a free afternoon or something like that, I could either wash it or drive it, and I always end up driving it. Like, I just don't, it's been dirty for a while now. I looked at the guy who borrowed it from me, like, washed it and sorted it out for me. Shout out to Seb, the guy with the MR2.
Did he clean it, did
wash, mate. Yeah, it's nice.
Brilliant.
Can you run if I go for a slush?
Nah, do it, man. We're back from Dan's pee break, so
Let's use the bathroom.
let's get stuck straight back in. Did you shut the door?
No.
Does it look like it? No, you can't see it on the camera. It's cool. I don't think.
That might echo though. I'm gonna close it anyway.
Right. See where we're at because I've shut the window down. So I decided to check Tinder. Okay, so we've talked about the car scene and how it's maybe us that have evolved instead of that, but I definitely think the car scene's evolved a lot.
I don't think you can put the car scene in a box and say this is the UK car scene because it's that big, you know. There's that many different. It's like a tree and there's branches over it, you know.
I'm going to bring up something we haven't spoke about. I'm going to drop a bomb on you.
Go on.
Replica parts.
Replica parts.
Because, right, you are not one of the guys that screams and shouts about them online because there are people online that are arseholes about them, basically. Yeah,
they really don't like. Are you talking about like rotor wheels, or are you talking about like
anything.
proper coppers? Because like rotors are like it's like a grey area rotor, isn't it? Because they are actually good quality wheels. Like we can't argue that they are good quality wheels.
I'm gonna actually stand behind them in a second, but.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
but they steal the design. Like they just obviously saw like Riggermaster Slipstream, grids are just T37s. Like they so blatantly, like even with like the newer grids with the sticker over the spoke, like T37s have. I really don't like that one.
Yeah.
I really don't like that.
You know they made Enki's latest line of wheels as well.
What, at the Rotor Factory? Alright.
Because we actually sell a lot of Enki wheels through the shop, man. Like that's one of my favourite brands to sell. I love Enki wheels.
I love Enki wheels as well.
Oh mate, they're my. I think I'm gonna get a set for my Nissan.
Which ones?
They do these NTO3Rs.
Yeah. Which ones do you mean? Sick. But we built about an hour ago. Was it last night? Was it?
Yeah, last night.
I built my M3 on Forza,
and
I put NTO3s on it because
they're just the best wheel.
I really like. I think they really suit the E46.
If I ever had an M3, I think I'd get them.
Yeah, there's a guy on my Instagram called Ash who's got a red E46 with an LS swap in it, and he had NTO3s for a bit, and it looks fucking good, man.
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of like.
Are we talking about wheels or are we talking about everything? Because obviously like things like replica to kart harnesses, like that MR2 that I had last week had replica to kart harnesses in it, and
there's more.
That's one thing that it's like.
I just wanted to kind of bring your opinion on it all up because you obviously don't scream and shout about it online, but I do notice that near enough everything you have in your car is genuine.
Yeah, try.
So like, you know, you always have real wheels. When I say real wheels, I mean you have Volks or.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean I've always liked like the classic Japanese wheels like T37s and. You know, like the SC37Ks, which I borrowed Steve, and like I've had Ragas before in the past, and you know, I just think it's good to. I'm not really a fanboy of the Japanese stuff, but at the same time, I really do like Japan, and I like quite interested in the culture as well, and the fact that these wheels originally came from Japan, they're originally forged, and you know, you pick up a real T37 and look at the finish on it and everything like that, and it's a bit like looking at an iPhone and an Android phone. Do you know what I mean? It's just like so much better. And just for the record, I've got an Android phone before everyone starts kicking off. But do you know what I mean? Just like the feel and everything like that. Like an Android phone can do everything. An Android phone is a rotor, right? And your iPhone
they're made in the same factory.
What? iPhones and Androids. I'm just.
Or Samsung and iPhone.
Yeah, I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an analogy here. Like.
Sorry, we've gone way off.
But they do feel better, and I think it's the same with like real parts. And I don't know. I've always. It's not like I'm a fucking millionaire or anything like that, but I've always been one of those guys who I kind of scrimp on everything else. Like, I've had this t-shirt for like 5 years, you know what I mean? I scrimp on everything else in life just so I can have the best bits for my car. I try to anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of times where I've bought cheaper parts as well, but I mean, I do try and make sure, like, especially wheels. I think wheels have got to be.
It's about being active online, isn't it? Because I got that Mugen wheel at a steal.
Yeah, you've got
I bought a Mugen wheel. I've actually got it over there. I could show you.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. I basically picked up this Mugen wheel. I wasn't even looking for a steering wheel, but I was just browsing online, and then I see one of our mutual friends, Tom Harris, popped it online, and I was like, "Yeah, show the cameras." So I got a Mugen race wheel for the EG now. So, you know, that's a cool part. And in reality, that's like a £400, what, £400 steering wheel?
Mate, it's so expensive.
Yeah, and I paid fuck all for it. It's got a bit of wear on the edge, but
it's nice.
Like,
you got a big bargain on that.
I just think it's cool. Like, and it is like, I would never use anything replica on steering wheels or harnesses, or bucket seats.
The MR2 had a replica OMP steering wheel as well. Like, I could bend it with my hand, it was horrible.
I mean, you can get a genuine steering wheel for like, what, 130, 140
Yeah, what's the point in scrimping on them?
Not on stuff that could actually, like, break
you need to, and seats as well, like, you have to get good seats.
Good seats, good, I think, brakes as well.
Yeah.
Like, OEM or proper upgrade, not some cheap
shite.
Yeah.
I don't really like the like, I've just bought some new brakes for my M3, and I got offered a lot of these AP racing style calipers. Whoa. And you know, they're meant to be excellent. Like, and I know a lot of people use them on track and they're absolutely fine, and if you need seals for them, you just buy AP seals, and it's like you buy AP style pads, you buy the AP fitment pads. But I don't know, I just think, like, if I wanted them, I would save up a bit more and buy APs. I mean, in the end, I bought some Brembos from a Porsche Boxster, I think, Boxster-ish, which sounds fancy, but it wasn't. It was actually cheaper than buying one of the, you know, AP style kits.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. You're right. I just couldn't trust it. I don't know.
Well, I'm also bringing it up because a fellow YouTuber called TJ Hunt,
right,
claimed he had a real Rocket Bunny kit, and he didn't. How do you feel about people in a position like TJ Hunt, who he has 700 and 800,000 subscribers?
Is he a YouTuber? Right, okay.
All he does is YouTube. It is his business.
Alright, okay.
And he owns a clothing line.
UK?
No, America.
Right.
And he had a Rocket Bunny kit. And then when the internet found out that it was fake, oh my goodness.
Did they hammer him?
Oh my goodness.
Really? Did they smash him?
Yeah. I think a lot of people dislike TJ. He does seem like... I can't really comment on him. He's got a whole business thing that's going on at the moment, like a big lawsuit sort of thing, because he's been a bit shady. But he seems alright. I can watch his videos. He just seems like a car dude that's just so happened to have a massive YouTube channel that's earning him a lot of money.
Right, okay.
So like, I can't hate on him for that, like, because I'd love that.
But he's going some shit for having fake parts, right?
For lying about having fake parts.
I
think a lot of the audience would have been like, I can understand if you're putting a replica drift kit on your drift car, because
it's a drift car, isn't it? Yeah.
But he was like, no, it's a genuine Rocket Bunny, and he called the whole series like Rocket Bunny.
You shouldn't lie. That's like me buying grids and saying, I just bought some T37s.
Yeah, my new Ray's T37s. The title and that sort of shit.
Yeah. No, that's not cool. You shouldn't. But a lot of people on YouTube do that. They just want clickbait. They just want people to watch their videos. So. But you should never lie. You should always be yourself on YouTube, right? Never try and build this fucking shit character face. It's only going to bite you in the ass eventually.
Sure.
You should never lie in life anyway. Top tip: always be truthful.
White lies can be alright.
I try not to lie, man. I mean, you've got no you never have to look over your shoulder.
I tend to be as honest as possible because it's way easier just being honest than having to make a story and remember what you said. But that's just because I'm fucking lazy. Dan, what future builds do you want to do? What's your dream build? You cannot choose your card you've got right now. Because if you sit there and say Marquee 20 Integra, I'll fucking leave.
Alright, okay. Dream builds. Like, one of the cars that I've always had in my head to build, and this is since I went to the Nurburgring once and I saw it in the car park, and this is not really a dream build, it's me just stealing someone else's car.
Yeah, if that's what you want, that's what you fucking
want. It was a Techno Violet E36 Touring. The Techno Violet's it's like a really dark,
it's
purple. Yeah, in the wrong light it looks kind of black, but then when the sun hits it, it's a really nice purple shade. That's what my first E36 Sport was, Techno Violet. I'd have one of them like properly set up with some pole positions in the front, probably stripped back with like a half cage, and like a nice club sport spec. Not too stripped. Like I'd have all the metalwork covered in, like, I don't know, Alcantara or something. You know, something nice and big, some nice big brakes on the front, and then probably an S54 under the hood.
For retards like me, what's an S54?
An S54 is the M3 E46 engine. It was using the Z4M as well. I think some of the late Z3Ms had the S54 as well. But it's a straight 6, 3.2 litre, 340-ish horsepower. It's nice. It's good. It's good engine. It sounds awesome as well, because all M3s come with ITBs. Stock, all the naturally aspirated ones, they all come with ITBs. So
that'd be if you could only build one car, that'd be what it'd be.
Yeah, because it'd be like my Audi, all my BMWs, and my Integra into one. because obviously I'd set it up to be like a nice fast road track car as well. Yeah, I do still like, you know, when people say like, what's your dream car? That's always like, it's always there. 'Cause it was on sunflowers as well. You know, the sunflower BMW alloys when I saw it. Yeah, the E36 sunflowers. It was on them. I don't think I'd be able to run them too far because I want some beefy brakes, but
oh, they're
sick.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan of those.
You don't like them? It's just a nice OEM.
They're like the motorsport wheels, aren't
they?
they?
Yeah, that's the ones.
Yeah, they're alright. I prefer the like the 5-spoke shark fin looking things.
Oh right, yeah.
They're really cool.
Do you like my skid rims, right?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. My dream build. Obviously, I've got a couple. Like explain you, I'd like to do a BTCC looking car.
Yeah.
There's one I haven't really mouthed off about.
You've got to pick one. That's
I'm
it.
going
I have to pick one, so you have to pick one.
I would build a Mark 1 Golf, right, with a roll cage, all specced out, but with a B18C.
Wasn't expecting a Golf.
With a B18C. So
Why?
it'd be
Why not a K-Sport? Why do you want a B18?
I just think it'd look cooler. I guess we could do a case swap. I'd just like a Honda VTEC engine.
In a Golf?
In a Mark 1 Golf. With Ragas on it. So it's like a JDM-esque Mark 1 Golf with a Honda engine, with one Recaro seat, a roll cage.
That could be a pretty sick track car.
I just think that would be like my perfect all-rounder, because it'd be a classic, because I love my classic cars. It'd be a classic. I had a Mark 1 Golf before, and that car gave me so much joy. It was a 5-door, 1.5, I called it Ronnie. Ronnie. And I adored it, like to the point that I only sold it because I was 19 and I thought I could insure an Integra Type R. So I sold it under the guise that the money from that would pay for my insurance, and I'd put the details wrong in on the insurance company's website. So instead of it being 1,500 quid, it was 5.5 grand.
Jeez.
So that's why I'd never ended up. That's why I was gutted. I'd probably still have Ronnie to this day if it wasn't for that, because I loved it.
Track it down, man. Get it back.
I can't, because the guy. It's no longer Ronnie anymore. The guy has basically fully restored it and done it different
really?
colour and all this. Yeah, he's gone in on it.
Nice.
But like, it was cool. It was great to own that, and I think I'd like a 3-door Mark 1 Golf GTI
with
a nice re-spray.
What colour?
See,
so I quite like them in like a beigey colour. No, it's not really.
No, it wouldn't be that. For me, it'd be like a candy colour. I think maybe like a candy apple red, like a deep, nice, just to be a bit of a showy car that I could still race and track, and I maybe even do it like a Techno Violet, because it looks so good in dark purple with black wheels on it. Do you know what I mean? Like the black Ragas on the Techno Violet.
It looked beefy, wouldn't it? It looked aggressive.
Aggressive, cool, and it'd have that like Honda flair.
Like coming next year, the VW Golf Mark 1, but your subscribers, mate, just fucking
in it. Well, they already have. Like, it's not so much the subscribers my views, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Mark 1 Golf. I was not expecting a Mark 1 Golf.
I just think that'd be cool. I mean, I always keep an eye on them, but they're so expensive, dude. They're like 10 grand for a fucking GTI now. So that's like the dream. That's why it's a dream, because it's never gonna happen. Like, but that'd be like the ideal. Ideally, I'd also like to build a rough.
You're only allowed one. That's it, man. One. Move on. That's it. No more Nissans.
So you've talked about the plans for the M3, really. So what's your future plans with like your entire? What was your goal with that car?
What, with the M3?
Yeah.
I don't really make tons like that, man. You know me.
I know.
I just kind of do stuff. If I see something for sale and I fancy it, and I've got the money, I'll usually buy it. You know, it's that kind of deal with me. I'm not like goaling to build anything. Goaling, is that a word? I'm not setting myself goals with the M3. I'm just happy to have it. I really like that car. Most of my plans are really for the Integra and the E36. Just want to carry on skidding, and I want to get the Integra back to the Nurburgring kicking ass as soon as possible. Well, next April, because the season's just about done now. The Nurburgring, it stops soon.
Oh, does it shut, does it?
Yeah, it shuts over winter, and then it opens back up around March time. So cool. I'll be looking to go back next April, and yeah, that's my only real goal in life at the minute, as far as car stuff goes. Anyway. To be fair, that's really my life, isn't it now? Car stuff, that's it.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm trying to have a look at something. April, did you say?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be going back in April to do a track day, hopefully. You gonna come?
I'm gonna see if I'm in China. I think I am, but if I'm not...
Oh, you're doing that, mate? Drink of water.
Yeah, do it. Well, I might actually be able to come.
I should have a spare seat, to be fair, unless you want to drive.
Well, I'm gonna try and get my EG done. I hope to have the EG done by... Christmas, really. Like, realistically, we're not...
bringing his red EG.
What's that?
Chuck will be bringing his red EG.
It'll be way quicker than mine. He's got K20 in it. Yeah. It'll be B16 for now, but I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't want to spend it. I don't have the money at the minute to spend all that money on a K-swap, dude. You know how expensive a K-swap can be if you don't have all the sponsors and that. Like,
boy,
yeah.
Mate, I had to pay that first one.
I know you did. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it? Like,
yeah, worth it for me anyway. I'm
glad for sure. I mean, I've always wanted to build a K20 EG.
I would have regretted not doing it.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. I think the problem is I've been so confused with this build, haven't I? Like, it's been all over the place. It's gone from being my track car to a point where it was rusting so bad that the fucking bodywork had fallen apart from the seal. Like, literally, it had nothing holding it back at one corner. Like, the whole car was just flimsy.
Yeah.
The only thing holding it together was the roll cage that I put in. So, that then went to... I'm going to restore it all because I thought I was getting that full paint job. When the interior didn't get done, that looked scruffy again. I'm like, well, fuck it, I might as well take it back on track. Got that blue EG that confused everything. Trying to build two was just way too much.
Yeah, it's too much, isn't it, man?
Yeah, and it was too much stress and pressure, and I was like, everything went from being one cost to two costs for everything.
Do you not find it's like so hard having all these cars? It's great having being an opportunity to have multiple cars. Like, I'm glad that my job's worked out in a way that I can afford to have more than one car. But at the same time, it's such a drag because you can't focus all your energy on the one car. Like, my Integra should be back on the road by now, surely. Because I had that issue a few months ago with the gearbox, and that's still not fixed because I'm busy working, or I've been doing other things. And
you've got the E36 that you also love. I think the problem is it's not about having multiple cars. It's when you love more than one of your cars.
Yeah.
So like with the EGs, I had like two of them that I was trying to build. I was trying to do the blue one just for YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, that was just a pure YouTube car that could get me out in a B18C EG that I'd always wanted. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then that kind of turned into like, fuck, this is too much. I can't afford to do both EGs. I want to do the red one. And then I think the problem is I absolutely adore my Nissan. I didn't like the Nissan, and it was just it's broken out. It can be broke for 6 months.
Yeah.
It can sit in the garage, I don't need to use it. In the back of my head, I'm like, I need to ring GVH as if in the car.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Is it fixed yet? Is there anything? Do we know what's wrong with it? What stage are we at? Like, do I have the money to get it fixed this month because I really want that car back? Do you know what I mean? And like,
yeah, I kind of feel like that with my E36 as well. I've spent a lot of money on my E36. I've spent way more money on the E36 than anything else, apart from obviously buying the M3. But just getting the E36 sorted out for drifting and like upgrading things over time. And I've really enjoyed doing something different. Which I know it doesn't make the best video because everyone else is like, oh, I want to see your Integra back at the Nurburgring. I want to see my Integra back at the Nurburgring as well. But I'm not a Honda. I am a Honda fanboy, but I'm not just about the Integra. I've always liked BMWs. I've owned more BMWs than anything else. Like, if you were to ask me what my brand was, like, it's probably shock a few people, but it's BMW. The Honda is a fast car that I use on track that I really, really do love that car. But if I was going to like pick a brand, I probably would sway for BMW, and I've enjoyed really spending a lot of time with that car this year.
We can see it. You can see in your videos that you love that car.
Yeah.
And I feel like in my videos you can see that I just love my Nissan.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
I knew you loved your Nissan, man, but I've spent the weekend here and you fucking he's not sure.
I'm gutted it's not here, that I can't show you it.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see, because I've not seen it yet either.
I just adore it, and I think the thing for me is like, growing up as part of the Max Power generation, I always wanted a car that was a Larry colour with a big body kit and big wheels. I've got that now, and not only do I have that, I get to throw it around, and I just adore it. But I want, like you said about you want to see your Integra back at the Nurburgring. I want my EG to be back running.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. We're not here going, fucking hell, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, like I just wish I could fast forward that build.
It's not like flicking a switch, is it, and it's done, which it seems like it kind of is on a lot of other YouTube channels, but like I say, we've got other things going on, man, and
not only that, like, I can't speak...
We're moaning again.
I can't speak about for you, but for me, I'm not mechanically minded, so anything I can do, I've learned through just getting stuck in, but...
Yeah, the same, man.
With the EG, I know I'm going to be driving that car on its limit because it's a B16, and you'll know, it'll be the most fun you'll have in a cheap car. On the limit of a B16, it is just banter. It is hilarious. And that's why I think I sacrificed putting the money in for a K-swap, because I really couldn't afford it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I would love to do a K-swap, like I just said to you. Like, I cannot justify the money.
Mate, it's fine. Like, driving a slow car fast is way more fun than driving a fast car slow. Like, that EG will be so fun on the road as well.
Oh yeah, it'll be an absolute riot.
One of the main reasons I prefer driving my E36 over my M3 is just because the M3, like, it's not a fast car. It just feels too fast for the road.
Yeah.
Like, you can either get, it does like 70 mile an hour in second gear at the minute. It's not just like, what's the point? It'll be good. The EG will be good, and I'm looking forward to getting it done as well. And I'm gonna have a go on it, of course. Adam did say yesterday I could take it around Cadwell.
No, I definitely did
you
not.
You fucking did.
I definitely did not.
You'd had a few beers, but you definitely said it. Well.
Right, so we are moving on to the final segment of my first podcast. Oh, okay.
I need another piss.
Fucking hell, mate. Right, okay. So another pee break for Dan brings us now to
Do you have to make it known that I've got like the weakest bladder in the world?
Yes, I do.
Do you know when I was coming down, it took me like 4 hours to get here from where I was in Sussex. I had to stop 4 times on it, like once in the hour. Yeah, it's bad.
I can hold my pee all day.
I can't. That's an interesting Dan DC2 fact. Cannot hold his water, but I really like drinking water as well, so
I really
catch-22, man.
I really like drinking Monster.
Yeah, I don't... That's another thing about the UK car scene. We should have talked about this earlier. Why is everyone drinking this shit all the time?
Because they sent me loads.
Did they?
They're the only company that sent me stuff, really.
Oh.
Yeah. Big up Monster Energy, thank you for sending me the stuff. Love you guys.
Don't drink this, it's bad.
Drink lots of it.
Don't drink it.
It'll make you happy.
Drink this is all you need. Danny DC2 health tip.
Adam,
look how healthy I am.
Health tip. Drink Monster, makes you happy. So, this brings us to the final segment of my first ever podcast with my friend, Danny Sylvester. I was going to call you Dan DC2.
I am Dan.
Dan Sylvester, and we are now moving on to questions. So we asked on our Facebooks, Instagrams, and I asked on my Twitter some questions. I've actually got one extra one I haven't written down on here. That was the best one from yesterday that I forgot about.
So many people ask questions.
There was literally so many, we obviously don't have time to answer all of them. We'd be here for probably 2 hours to answer questions. So we've selected about 8 questions.
Thanks for all the questions though.
Yeah, so it's been amazing. I've selected 8 questions. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that kind of interacted with both of us.
Yeah, man. I wasn't expecting that many questions.
No.
A lot of them were shit.
There was a lot of crap questions.
A lot of them were shit.
Everyone thinks they're a fucking comedian, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much everybody that did send us a a question. We've selected some really, I think, good ones that, well, I've selected some good ones. You haven't really done it.
Yeah, I'll let Adam pick the questions.
I think these will give you a bit more of an insight into both of us as people and as car guys, and yeah. So I'm going to ask the first one. I've got my answer prepared if you need a second to think about this one.
Okay.
Who are your favourite American car YouTubers? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, cool. I don't watch a mass amount of car YouTube in my spare time, generally. Okay, so I tend to watch shite like fucking animations and like stuff like that because I love it. I love animation.
Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time watching cars on YouTube either, to be honest.
But I do have a few YouTubers who I tend to keep up to date with, and I've picked 3. I obviously have a lot more than this, but I've picked 3. And
what is that?
What's that?
What kind of thumbnail is that?
I finally bought a Ferrari. He's excited. He's bought a Ferrari, mate. Give him a break.
If I ever do that, slap me, man.
I like seeing through glass. Anyway, so my top 3. And I advise all of you to go watch these guys as well. And for that, I will link their channels also.
Do I need to prepare 3?
You can, however many you want. I've just done 3 because I just couldn't be bothered to look anymore. Number 1 is a guy called Alan from Florida, called Ambush Drift, his YouTube name. He makes, I believe it's like probably some of my favourite content online because he does drifting with his dad. And I love that. And he does his little drift journey, and I love that he has his dad involved. And his dad just seems like a legend, like an absolute top boy. I met him last time I went over there, when I hung out with Marco and Monkey London and all that with their drift lot.
Right, yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him drift, but hopefully next time I go, I will be able to. And he followed me on Instagram and stuff the other day, and I had a right fanboy moment. I was like, oh, Alan. I was so late. I was like, oh, cool, you know. Yeah. My number 2 is Zosh, who actually asked this question.
Alright.
He's a comedian who's building Integra in America.
Okay.
Turbo build. He makes
V18
funny.
or K20?
I think it's a B20.
B20? Ooh, spicy.
I think that's what it is.
It's the RV engine.
But I'll link that down below as well. He's really funny, and like he genuinely is like really funny. Even his daily vlogs, like he goes into like Walmart and shit, and it's just hilarious. Like it's just a good crack. And then you've got Ravi and Nalani who do V2 Lab, and I love how professional their content is. They haven't got a huge subscriber base, but they do like weekly videos, and he's got like a rad Evo, and he skates, and he's got a drift car. I just really like that content. You know, they're just so nice to watch. They're nice people. And
like,
when
I'll
people
check them out, eh?
Yeah, when people are just nice and genuine, and like they're just great. Like obviously I have other people who I'll watch, but these are the 3 I felt like I should mention.
Alright, fair. Was it American YouTubers?
American YouTubers, yeah.
Well, like the most common one that I watch, I'd say, would probably be Matt Farah, the Smoking Tire. Where he does his one takes, he gets some interesting cars, and he seems to have the same kind of like interesting cars and driving as what I feel I do. Like I feel like I know I'm doing the thing that people do to us, where they see like, oh, Danny DCT looks like a good guy, I could be mates with him, but I kind of feel like with Matt Farah as well, like I feel like I could kind of be mates with him, if you know what I mean.
I think that's a good way to be, because like I honestly felt that about Alan. I've met Alan.
Yeah.
And I watched him on his YouTube, and I was like, he just seems like such a good dude. I was like, I could definitely hang out with him. You know, it was like I think we'd get on, and I met him in real life, and I got on really well with him, and I was like, well, there we go. That was pretty. You know, my thoughts were correct about this fella.
Yeah.
He was a decent guy. Same with Ralphie. I didn't realise he actually had a YouTube channel before I met him.
Alright.
But I knew V2 Lab from years back, because he hosts meets in America, and they're massive. They're like fucking ridiculous size meets, and so I always knew of V2 Lab because we had a mutual friend. He's got a friend in England.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, they're my three. So you've got Matt Farah. Have you got any others? It's alright if you don't. You don't have to stress it out.
The thing that's getting me is the American part.
The American.
I don't watch a whole lot of American YouTubers. I mean, I catch the odd one now and again. There's a chap on Instagram I told you about yesterday.
Guess what one we both forgot to mention? Lone Star Drift.
Oh, Lone Star Drift.
Lone Star, we were both talking about how fucking much we love that channel.
Yeah, that channel's good. I do like that. Lone Star.
I think the problem is, so many people do drift videos now.
There's a lot. Did you used to watch Haggard Garage back in the day? I don't really watch it now, but when it was OG, that was good. That was back in the day. Just a bunch of kids fucking about cars and doing some daft
I used to
shit.
watch it years ago. I think they're one of the first channels I subscribed to, just because they had the name Haggard. They stole that from CKY, but like I just was like, that's what I like. I liked it back in the day. I haven't watched them in a long time.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I say, I don't really watch that many car YouTubers.
I also watch a guy called Jimmy Oakes occasionally. He's got like a PS13.
That rings a bell.
He's one of Adam LZ's friends.
Alright, his name rings a bell.
He's a cool dude. He seems like a really good dude. Like he has a fucking sick 300 ZX as well, like fully built, like 300 ZX.
Really?
Like, it's really like stancy and cool. Like,
Is that 32, Dolly?
Yeah, it's really really cool. Let's move on from that question, and that was from Zosh. But a lot of people asked that question, and they've also asked this one: favourite YouTubers in general.
Oh, in general, like not American.
It doesn't even have to be car YouTubers. People just like, who do you like watching on YouTube?
I quite like Misha's vlogs. Misha, who used to be called Booster Boris back in the day.
I watch him on there as well.
Yeah, he's obviously runs Apex, so it's kind of a business thing at the same time, but he seems like a quite down to earth guy.
Is that like a rental company for the?
Yeah, they do a few different rental cars, and I think they've got like accommodation and stuff as well. And he seems like an alright guy. I mean, he's called me out in a couple of his videos saying that he wants to link up one day and stuff.
I'm sure you will.
Should be quite cool. It's weird. I was actually at the Nurburgring in April. And my flatmate Chuck, he fucking
shout out Chuck.
Yeah, top guy, man. He really likes YouTube, and he watched loads of different YouTubers. Like you should probably ask him this question because he'd be able to tell you so much. But yeah, he was. We were in Brunchen at the Nurburgring, and Misha walked by, and Chuck was like, "Oh, it's Misha," and I was like, who's this? I recognised him a bit, and then since watching his vlogs, he seems alright, man. I quite like his. But it's Nurburgring, isn't it? As you know, I really like the Nurburgring, and anything to do with that's. It's gonna link up well, isn't it? But
yeah, of course. I mean,
I'm sure you're the same. I mean, we spend so much time making these videos and like filming stuff and kind of watching them. I don't really get that much time to watch YouTube.
I think when you're making your own video, you can't have anything on in the background.
Yeah.
You're concentrating so much to make sure everything works well, flows well, and it's like entertaining, I guess. I think for me, like overall, I like a girl called Jaden Animations.
Right.
She's like this super shy bird, but she makes like I like people that can tell a story.
Yeah.
The most boring thing ever.
Are we not talking about car stuff?
No, anything.
Right.
Favorite YouTubers in general. So she basically like makes animation videos where she'll do little drawings, and it'll be funny. It's just funny. Like I just like it. It's just easy to watch, and it's cool to have on in the background. We haven't really got to concentrate too much.
You ever seen Bill? I think it's Bill Wirtz. The guy's name is. He makes the best animation.
Hang on, wait.
The history of Japan.
Yes, I have seen him. He is fantastic.
Yeah.
Did he do? He did one recently, didn't he?
He did like the history of the world.
History of the world, but it was like the history of the world in 12 minutes or something.
Yeah. I think it's Bill Wirtz.
Yeah, Bill Wirtz. Yeah, fuck me, he is absolutely brilliant.
That's probably one of my favourite YouTubers.
Yeah, which one was it? Like he's brilliant. I love that sort of animation as well, where
Yeah.
it's just like
just
History
his
of
whole
Japan,
vibe through his videos and everything.
He's
It's
hilarious.
proper down to me, like, you know, these like, music choices and stuff like that.
yeah. I'm gonna just quickly see what that because that's got to be his most popular video, the history of the world. Oh no, history of Japan, 33 million. The history of the entire world, I guess,
32
million.
views.
Yeah,
Wow.
33 and 32 million. Yeah, great. I agree with you on that. I actually also like Seeing Through Glass. So like, I will pretty much watch any video he uploads.
All right. I don't know why that came on my recommended. Thanks. I've never actually watched it.
Really, he's.
I will try it if you recommend the Scene Through Glass video. I will.
I'm gonna recommend you one supercar vlogger who I think is actually brilliant, Mr. JWW. I think it's Mr. JWW.
Right.
Instead of J. Yeah, Mr. JWW. He is fantastic.
Right.
He's very well spoken, very arty in how he makes his videos as well. So it's not just a vlog. It's always gets nice shots and he's very wealthy. And he made all his money through fabric. So he invented a fabric that like a swimwear fabric that you can get suntan through.
Okay.
So like that's how he made all his money. So he's self-made.
Didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. Well, he's got like
different world.
It is a different world. But he gives you it's not a flexing, you know, like how some people flex, like, oh, I got this Rolex, I got this, I got that.
Yeah.
He doesn't flex on having all this stuff. He's just like, look, I do have
That's
this.
a southern term, is it?
No, it's an American term.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I watch all the fucking Keemstar shit. Don't I?
Flexing.
Yeah, like it's just he does show off, but not in a way where you're like, what a fucking arsehole. You know, it's like, wow, that's amazing. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I just really like Mr. JJW and Seeing Through Glass.
Cool. Are you wanting to like get a collab going or something? Is that what you?
Mr. JJW, 100%. I would do anything to make a video with him. Just anything. Like.
Right, there you go. Mr. JWW, Adam Idol wants to make a video.
I would love to. Yeah, please.
Yeah,
take me on one of your trips. He did this video that even you'd fucking like. I'll show you
after.
later.
Yeah, go on. Next
it's
question.
Actually amazing. Okay, next question. Where have we gone? Okay, next question. And that was from multiple people as well. Like loads of people asked us that one. So we will give people shout outs when it's like a unique question. Many people asked us this one as well. How do you, because obviously we've both done, I haven't done as many track days as you, but we've both done track days and drift days.
Yeah.
So people have asked, what's the difference in the atmosphere? What do you both prefer?
Alright.
You go first.
I go first, alright. I like them both. Like they've both got the pros and cons. The thing is with drift days is it's usually session, isn't it? Like
the ones you go to are the ones I go to don't.
Oh right. Well, the drift days that I've done up north, I say at Three Sisters and Teesside. Well, Teesside is not session.
Teesside, I never did session.
It's Three Sisters really. I really like Three Sisters. It's a really nice track, but it's sessions, and it kind of pulls away with the track time. But even at Teesside, when it's not session, there's a lot of waiting at drifting. Like you're queuing to go up a lot. And
see, I did that.
The Flat Out Factory day.
Flat Out Factory.
Yeah, that was amazing because no queuing or anything.
But I did more driving on that day than I've done in my previous 4 drift days.
Like, it's really good though. But like traditionally, I think like drifting, there's a lot more waiting about, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun drifting. I really like drifting. I think I do prefer the atmosphere at track days though, because you can just literally do some, you work on your car, whatever, and go out, smash it, come back in, chill out with your mates. And this is probably how you chill at track days, but I think it's because I've not got like a big, like I've got a lot of friends that do track days now. Whenever I'm at a track day, I can usually like hang with people and check out some different cars, and got passengers off in different cars and things like that. Whereas at drifting, I've only ever drifted in my, Chris Drift took me out once in his 350Z. That was it. It's always just been me in my car really. So maybe you're better to give an insight into the drift community, because I'm not.
I think
really,
you could definitely give a fairer insight into the track days, because you've done loads of tracks, whereas I've only ever done Snetterton.
I think they're both great, but I think you're going to pull a preference, aren't you? And I think my preference is probably always going to be track days, and I think you've definitely turned into a drift slag, haven't you? Yeah. So I mean, they're different. I mean, you give your view on it, of course, but
for me,
I prefer track days.
I haven't done a track day, like there's a flat out track day, for like 2 years, dude. So I don't really feel like I can give a fair representation of it. So obviously my heart is completely saying drifting.
Yeah.
Just because I've done, 14 drift events this year?
I mean, I've drifted way more than I've done track days this year. I've done like probably 3 times as many drift days as track days. I think I've done like 9 drift days and 3 track days.
Yeah.
So.
I think I've been quite lucky where I've done multiple Rockingham days, and I've obviously done the STL weekender up in, well, it wasn't a weekender, but it was like a 2-day event up in Scotland.
Can we do a quick shout out for STL? Because I only just recently found the blog.
Street Track Life.
Yeah.
Ali, Alistair Graham, who
Right.
also runs 326 Power UK,
Yeah.
runs a amazing clothing company. He does a merchandise blog, and I love it.
Plugging everything
Oh
down.
yeah, he's one of my favourite dudes I've ever met.
Really, I've never met the guy.
Do you know what he started out as? EJ9.co.uk.
Oh really?
He was a Honda boy,
Oh,
and
right.
like it was pretty cool because when I first got my Nissan and I did my first Rockingham day, he was there, and
Yeah.
it just so happened. I feel very lucky that I knew who he was, and he obviously knew of me through the Hondas because he is very much a big part of the drift community now. So obviously knowing him gave me the links to. Oh, you know Ali? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like it was very like
That must
instantly.
be handy, man. I mean, I'm totally new to. What happened was one of his friends bought a Primera GT, which is.
No, he bought a
one of the
Primera
best cars.
GT.
No, one of his friends did first. A guy called Matt, I think it was.
Oh right. Okay.
He actually bought the car which one of my pals from school was gonna buy.
Oh,
And it was like,
right.
whoa, so weird. And I started talking to this guy, and then, found out about Street Track Life. Yeah, and then he did a blog post on when he went to a Cadwell track day. Did you see that? Did you read it?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, man. And like, he gave a good view into what it's like for a drift guy going to a track day. So like, go read that to answer that question. I say.
Yeah.
Because that'll give you a view on both.
Because he went and bought a Primera to do track
Yeah.
racing.
Now he's got a Primera.
So yeah, I feel that's very. So like, I did that Street Track Life weekend, and that was the one I think that really like honed me in because I think you can do all like the little track days and stuff, the drift days, and like you can go and not talk to anybody if you want. You can go park up in the corner, and obviously it's very nerve-wracking for me as like a new guy going.
Yeah.
I got on my own time.
I'm
really.
like that. I mean, me and Adam are always on the camera like that, but I mean, we're a bit shy in real life.
Yeah,
aren't we?
well, the one awkward thing is like you never know who knows who you are or not because obviously you get like little groups of people that know. Oh yeah, he does YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, don't ever think that we think everyone should know who.
No,
we
because
are.
I go and I
That's
like go under the
horrible.
assumption that no one watches me.
Yeah.
So I keep myself to myself and I'll say hello and I'll try and say hello to people and I'll try and talk to as many people around me as possible to get like that friendly atmosphere with it. That Street Track Life weekend, my car started misfiring because I took it from the track to my hotel that night and I had to drive it back because Chris Drift's fucking car broke in a car park, so I needed to go get my van. And the next morning I went back and I asked Ali, I just went up to Ali and I said, look, my car is misfiring, man, like, is there any way you can get the guys to help? Yeah, Dan Joyce, go help him out. And like all these guys like came over, and these Scottish guys, and Dan Joyce, who's a drifter as well, came over and helped. And I was like, boys, please go out and use your skid time. No, we want to work out what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And to me that was like, when I was like, these guys are giving up time that they've paid for to get me back out there with them. And I was like,
that sounds pretty dope.
and then I went obviously to Ireland last weekend.
Yeah.
And
Your car broke.
my car broke bad. And
Nissan's.
oh, my car broke bad, and I had free parts given to me, and people were trying all weekend to get it
That's
running.
awesome,
And
yeah, man. I mean, it sounds like you've had a lot of great experience.
I have,
I'm looking
I have.
forward to doing more
Yeah.
drifting and like making more drifting friends and stuff like that in the future. But yeah, I mean, so far I've made some good drifting friends as well.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems alright. Yeah, it seems.
I think there's-
good.
I think
I
there's-
forgot what the question was now, but
What do we prefer? I think we both like both of them.
yeah, I don't think you have to pick one really. I mean, if we're like pretty fortunate in the fact that we can do both, but I think if I had to pick one, it probably would be track days. But
And if I had to pick one, it'd be drift days.
well, there we go. That's the question answered,
So-
right? Next question.
Next question. And the next question is from James James.
James.
James I can't fucking say
My
his last
middle
name.
name.
Alwood?
Really? Oh fuck knows, mate.
AYLWARD.
Pretty green.
Yeah. Did Maddie's parents kill her?
Jesus Christ.
I had to put this question in because all the rest are
I
serious.
fucking asked that.
Yeah, you can, and they did.
Did Maddie McCann, did her parents kill her? I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
Yeah, they did.
I hate all that kind of
I think they did.
stuff though, because they're like making such a mint of it. Like kids go missing every day, and this kid's been missing for like fucking 10 years now, whatever it is, and they're still just cashing in on it and shit. I don't like all
Big time cash, you know.
that. They're cashing on it. It's just there's something not right about it. That whole thing.
I just think they did.
Yeah, that's a weird question, but
It's a good question, though.
I don't know.
I think they did. I'm happy to say that.
All right,
I think they did.
you can answer that for us then, because I wasn't expecting that.
Right, Berg. Dude, these surnames, man. Dumoulin.
Just do the first
Dumoulin. Berg Dumoulin asked, how long have you two known each other? How did you meet each other? And how come Danny smiles 3 times a year?
I don't like smiling. It's bad for you. Fucking through Pete, wasn't it?
It was through Pete.
I used to play. Does everyone know Pete was on your channel, right?
Yeah, they should do. If they don't, I've got a friend called Pete.
All right. Well, I used to play Xbox with Pete when we were both DC2 boys off the DC2 forum. So I got quite good mates with Pete, and then I just come down? Did you say something about You heard him on the phone to me or something?
You were on the phone with him, yeah.
Yeah.
And when he was working on his car, and I was like, "Who's that?" And he was like, "Oh, it's Danny DC2." I was like, "Who the fuck's that?" and then I think I followed you on Instagram. Shout out your fucking Instagram again.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and then you followed me back, and it was.
Is it gonna be? It must be like 4 years or something, right? 3 or 4 years.
Well, he had his white DC2 with the initial B18 in it. So however long that ago was, it was on the gold.
RGs.
RGs, yeah. So
yeah,
it
it's
must
been
have
a
been
long
like
time,
4 or 5 years. And then when did you first come down? Because you come down as you came down and stayed with him, didn't you?
Yeah, I came down and stayed at Pete's. I can't remember when. It's been
Tell
a
you
while.
what, I remember you coming down when we had the first Impact meet and you cleaned your car at my house. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. That would probably like be the start of us being mates then. I guess.
Yeah, because you were,
Impact 2014. When was that?
Yeah, that was
3 years, 3 a bit years. Was it April?
No, Impact. That was the first Impact was 2013, and that's when that one was, wasn't it?
No, it was the second one.
Was it the second
I didn't
one?
go to the first one. Wasn't cool enough.
Yeah, you weren't cool enough to come on open.
So yeah, about 3 or 4 years, and it was from Mr. P Wizzle. It was a top guy, and just like to apologise on camera for wrecking his Accord this week.
You fucked it. Poor guy. I love Pete. Like, I genuinely do. He's like he's probably one of my closest friends. Even though I don't see him as much as I'd like.
Same here, man. Yeah, one of the boys.
Yes, that answers that question.
It's strange having like such good friends so far away, but I think it's just like the modern world we live in. Isn't it?
I think it definitely is. And I think with the car stuff and then social media allowing you to keep in touch, the thing like,
that camera just died. I'm going for piss break number 3.
welcome back. Another pee break.
Sorry, the camera's died. I didn't pee again.
Didn't you?
I did, yeah. They don't need to know that, do they?
Mr. Monkey London asks.
Right.
Toby, Mr. Monkey London. Go check out his YouTube channel. He has asked, who wanks over Honda more, me or you?
Who wanks over Hondas more?
Yeah.
Definitely you.
I'd probably say me over you.
Definitely you. Of course it's you. You're Mr. Honda.
I
know you don't like it. I know you don't like it. I know you're going to deny it. But a lot of people, like in the Honda scene, look at 621 as like the Honda. They're the Honda parts of the UK. They're the Honda scene. You know, the blog. Well, that's what the blog used to be. I know the blog's coming back.
Yeah, I'm trying.
The cameras and stuff, and the channel. Your channel used to just be Hondas.
It did,
didn't it? And that's why a lot of people are struggling with the change. But yeah, you're definitely the one who wanks over Honda. I really like Hondas, of course, and like that Honda video you did recently at Ireland.
Yes.
There was some really shout out to the Island lads because there were some really sick cars over there, and I know that we've both got quite a following over there, haven't we, in Ireland?
The Irish are amazing.
I need to go over there, man.
I was trying to explain yesterday that I would quite like to change my nationality from English to Irish. If that is a possibility, like if I could just become Irish, that would be like rad.
You'd probably have to live in Ireland though.
Why can't I live in Essex? I think Essex and Irish people get on really well just because we're both fucking hooligans.
Those lads that were down, Jack and his pal.
Yeah, cool guys. There's also a channel that I forgot to shout out earlier, Juice Box for You.
Right.
They're building an A86. They are nuts.
Yeah.
Like Irish. They are. I met the main dude at the drift day.
Yeah.
And I've never laughed for fucking 10 minutes as solid as I did with him. Like it was just, they're just fantastic, and I love that you can just see how much they love cars. You know, and it's just like they just love cars, and who wakes up? I'd probably say me.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
I see a clean DC2 or a clean EK9, and I'm like, I get a fucking rock on. I'm like, oh my god, it's so sick. Like,
see, I do as well, but I reckon you get more of a rock. Not like your cock's bigger or anything, but I just reckon. I just reckon that you get more of a hard on than me for it.
I think the thing for me is Honda's been such a big part of my life, the whole of my life.
Yeah.
It's only as of recent that I've kind of stepped
down
out.
my legs out on camera.
Dan is so tall, by the way. Like, he doesn't look it in his video.
I'm trying to get like real comfy here, but I don't want to look too casual on the camera. But
but yeah, I've had Hondas within and around my life forever, so I needed to step outside because I think you can get comfortable and complacent, and I think what you have to, there's that old saying, you got to do something that scares you every day. Well, I'm telling you now, stepping outside of the Honda world and going into drifting was you were with me when that happened.
Yeah, it's a good time.
How scared was I?
Yeah, you were shitting bricks,
I didn't sleep, did I, that night? So I was like, well, what
we got there so early as well on the first shift. We were way before everyone, and we got told off because I did a little skid in the car park when I shouldn't have done. And then you got got bollocked for it. Adam got bollocked for me.
I thought it was me because we have the same car, but
yeah.
I think like it's great to open your experiences, and I think the thing is like people like I went over at IBAC so much, didn't I? The IBAC meets, and I went over at Honda Day in New York. And then becomes a point where I was realising I was spending like 1,500 quid a time to go to these events just to create content.
So were you doing it for yourself or were you doing it for you?
For the first few times that I was going, I was doing it for me.
Right. But then you kind of felt like you had to.
No, I was actually doing it for the blog.
Right.
So I was going as, I need to get the content for the blog. I want to have US shows on my blog and me be able to write about my experiences. Obviously then YouTube took over the blog.
Yeah.
And then I felt I'm only going out here to make a video. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I can't be bothered. I was like, it's all the same. You walk around and all the same cars are there again. I'm like, this is almost like going to your local car park, mate, because it's the same thing over again. I need something different because I just got bored.
Yeah.
You know, I just got bored doing the same thing. Like 5 or 6 years I've been going over there. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, I think I realised when I wasn't getting buzzing about it anymore, I was like, I need to do something else for myself because my hobby was also my job.
Yeah, your business.
And like,
that's why people told me never to be a mechanic, because I really wanted to be a mechanic. I actually did a 1 week's trial at Fiat when I was 17 or 16, and I nearly ended up being a mechanic, and everyone was like, don't do it, you'll hate cars, and then here we are. But you've worked that long with Hondas, like you don't hate them.
I don't hate them at all. Like,
you kind of need a break from it, right?
I wish people would go and watch the video of me driving that DC2, because that was the first time I ever drove a DC2, and it was
the
B18,
yellow one, right?
And I am buzzing off my nut. Do you know what I mean? But that was because some guy, shout out, what's his fucking name? Jason Smith. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second. Shout out Jason. Like he gave me the keys to his car and he was like, just go and enjoy it.
How weird is it that we're both at a point on YouTube now where people are giving us cars to drive?
It's mental.
It's fucking sick, isn't it?
I wish I could get more. I'm not gonna lie, but they've got. I feel like they've got to be cars like that. MR2 you just did is special.
Yeah.
Like it's a MR2 the case one.
Yeah. Obviously, I wouldn't fucking drive this normal MR2. What's the point? But yeah, because it's a K20, and obviously I'm a K20 fanboy.
Yeah.
That's definitely. Actually, maybe I'm more of a Honda fanboy because I fucking love that engine.
Yeah, but I love the B series, don't I? Like.
Maybe that makes you more of a Honda fanboy then, because you like the purity of a B18 DC2. That's all about you. He's snoring. I can hear him. Yeah. He's fucking lazy boy. Anyway, let's.
I think that's a fair question to ask. I think we both like Hondas.
Yeah. You've definitely.
I've been doing it way longer.
Yeah.
Because like I grew up. My mum had an EF. Do you know what I mean? My dad had a Legend. So like.
My mum had a Rover 200 VI BBC. Fucking sick. That was a K series as well, but not the good one.
Okay, so the next question. Cheers, Toby, for that. I don't really know if that worked out as a good answer or not.
It was alright, wasn't it? That's what these podcasts are about, though, right?
Yeah.
Someone asks a question and we fucking talk shit for a bit.
Yeah. At Pinstagram, and the eyes are one, I asked, are you planning a trip to the Nurburgring with Danny? So I assume that was asked at me. Like, I'd love to come with you, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like, I think you'd be a great person to go with. You obviously know everywhere, and I'd like to be able to come with a car though, because you know I am an absolutely woeful passenger, and I genuinely think I'd pass out if I was going.
I'd love to take you for a lap.
Though. I would not enjoy
Adam's
it.
always said that if he ever came to Nurburgring, he wouldn't come for a lap with me.
I wouldn't.
If you think that's bullshit, then just drop a comment, tell him how much of a fucking girl he is, and then I'll be alright, Sam.
You say how much of a girl I am. I bet you'd get more girls wanting to come out of you than me.
If any girls want to come out instead, that's fine. You know, just hit me up, slide in the DMs. It's cool. All I get is boys messaging me telling my hair looks nice, man. That's it.
Brilliant. So the answer to that one is yes. Thank you for asking that question. That's a pretty good question. I'd love to come with you. Maybe next year.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I've asked him to come a few times and he always finds an excuse. Some responsibilities to say he's got to do. But yeah, I think it will happen eventually.
And I think it'll be a good trip.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it'll be cool.
That's the kind of thing that I like making videos about, you know. That'll be something
trip.
special, and it'll be good to share it as well. It'll be fun to make the content.
And I think that would be kind of cool, because you'd get two perspectives from the same trip. One guy out there chasing that time that you've been going for, and then
what we should do.
The noob going along for the first time, getting probably 12 minutes around the track with that, and be happy not crashing. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to take one of the Beamers there, and like, maybe we can't find time this year, but maybe like as the season's just opening next year, when the road is still greasy and stuff, go on one of the Beamers and just skid the track, mate. I've always wanted to skid
load of trouble.
Yeah, the problem is with skidding at the Nurburgring, you can get banned, so we'd have to like do it on your channel, not mine. They'd have to wear like a Kanjo mask or something like that. V for Vendetta.
I don't want to get banned from there.
I really want to skid the Nurburgring though.
Go and don't film it.
That's how much drifting's changed me as a person this year. Like, as much as I love enjoying smashing it around the Nurburgring. Have you seen the video of the old Toyota, I think it's an old Toyota Cressida or something like that, the Finnish bloke? I'll show you it later after the video. It's fucking sick. He just skids it, yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's a yes to that.
Maybe drifting.
Tom Allen has asked, Which cars do you guys regret selling the most?
Which cars?
Surely it's got to be your purple E36.
Yeah, but I kind of had to sell it. Like.
Yeah, but I had to sell the one I'm going to say I regret selling the most. Like,
the thing is with cars, like you always kind of make the right decision at the time, don't you? Anything past, you can all these regrets that you've got in life. Like you always look back on them and think, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that or whatever. You know, oh, I fucked up there. You know, not just cars. You know, anything.
Life, it's
just general, girls, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's easy to look back and think differently, but like at the time, you made the choice that was right, didn't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have made a bad choice at the time knowingly, but. I mean, I missed my Red EG, of course. Red EG was sick, but in selling that, you know, I've now got my dream M3, and you know, I needed to sell it because I thought I needed to buy a house, and there's a lot of other issues why I sold my Red EG. But at the same time, I had my Integra at the same time. What's the point of having two K20 Hondas front wheel drive things? I'm not enough of a Honda fanboy to be doing that. But yeah, my Technopilot E36, I love that car. That was awesome. Really good. I regret the Audi every time I sell it. That's why I bought it back 3 times.
I've got 2 that I regret.
Go on.
Out of all of them.
I bet one of them's your black DC5.
This is the first one I was going to say.
Yeah. Mate, I saw that video before we were friends. You know the video on YouTube you've got of the Jade Racing exhaust? Yeah, man.
That car got me in a lot of trouble, but it wasn't. Looking back on it, when I was younger, I was like, yeah, it's the car that's getting me in trouble. Realistically, it was me driving like a fucking idiot. Yeah. But I was young. Mate, that car was cool as fuck. Yeah. Jay's Racing exhaust and manifold, Rager Masters, IBAC coilovers. I felt like the Don, mate, driving around in that car. I loved it, and I drove like an absolute lunatic. I sold it for £6,000 to a dealer just to get a 350Z. I lost $4.5 grand on it just to get this car, and the 350Z turned out to have had an accident.
Oh shit!
That wasn't recorded, so I sold that straight away because I hated it. You know, literally, it was like I hate it now. Ended up in another DC5, and the other DC5 was just never as good as my black one. And,
it's hard to reignite a flame, isn't it?
Yeah. My other one I regret selling is my EK9.
Yeah.
But like you, I knew I was getting this place.
Yeah.
I needed as much capital as I could on top when I moved in. It seems stupid having 2 front-wheel drive Hondas. I had the DC5 and that at the same time. Yeah. 2 insurance costs, 2 taxes on JDM cars is expensive. I always keep my Red EG insured, so that's another. Even though it's sat in the garage or nothing, it's still insured.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it was just so many outgoings. And I tell you what, that EK9 was probably my favourite Honda I've had as well.
Yeah.
I loved every second of it. I loved it. I loved how it looked. I loved how it drove. I loved how it sounded. I loved just pulling up places in it because I was like, oh, that's an EK9. It's sick. Do you know what I mean? Just the fact that it was an EK9 and it looked OEM, but it had my coilovers on it, which are currently on sale.
Fanboy again. There you are.
Yeah.
See, it's true, man.
Yeah, massive fanboy. I'm proud to love it though. Like,
cool.
I love
that. Both your cars are Hondas that you regret selling.
Yeah, it's because I've only had that E92 BMW, which I don't regret selling because that got me my big deposit for my house, my first house. So that helped me out. That was great. I miss the EK9 probably more than I miss any car though that I've ever sold. But that's the fanboy in me. Because I got to drive around in an EK9 and it just made me feel cool, man. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And the last question, that was Tom Allen.
Tom Allen, right?
Yeah. Final question was from Injuku Joker on Twitter. Where is it? There. Injuku Joker on Twitter asked, this is a drift question.
Alright.
If you had the chance to drive a Bisu, the drift track in Japan, what cars would you drive?
I've heard of it.
Not your current cars.
What cars would I drive around Ibiza? Don't know. For the record, I really do want to drive Ibiza one day. That's another thing that shows how much drifting's changed me as a person, matured with it, but I don't know. I've really got a thing for 8.6. I'd love a K20 powered 8.6, but I don't know if it'd be a bit too short wheelbase for Ibiza. Depends which course we're doing, because there's a few different courses there. Don't know. I don't know, man. You go first, I'll think.
For me, I've thought about this a lot because I plan on doing it. Honestly, I've been looking at the logistics of it. I wanted to do it this year. I wanted to do it next year. But some stuff happened a few months back and it just meant I needed to just disappear for a while. And I've decided I booked up Japan and I'm going in November. So I'm going in a couple of weeks and I'm going over to the Matsuri Bisu. It would be pretty cool because I know Adam LZ is going to be there and Noriaro. who we both forgot to say is our favourite YouTuber.
Oh shit.
Nurburgring is our favourite YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like, we agreed that yesterday, didn't we?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Fuck, completely forgot. Like, Nurburgring is...
That's the problem with these things, when you're trying to think fast, you sometimes forget people.
Nurburgring
Alexi's the boy.
He is... We literally sat and watched him for about 4 hours. We'd all watched the videos before, but so them two are going to be there, and I did speak to Power Vehicles and I said, is there any chance I can get a car in time? And they just said, like, you can, but it'll probably be a big sack of shit.
Right. I got sun in my face.
Just a little bit.
That's right.
So yeah, they said, like, it'll probably be a sack of shit and it will need work when you get here. So I said, well, I'll come over this year and look at the logistics of it for next year then. So my goal for next year is to save up enough money to be able to... I don't want to set it in stone because I might not be able to afford it. But if I can, I'd like to do it, and I'd like to have enough money to buy an S13 or an S14. The reason being is that I know the S chassis now. Yeah. And I'd like to be able to go over there, and I adore the S chassis.
But you said it's not hard to be a car that you've got.
I've got an S15.
The same fucking thing, man. You're not all an S body, I've decided. Pick something else. I think I'd like the Chasers.
I'd say a Chaser as well.
Yeah.
It'd have to be a Chaser.
When you see the Chasers...
Big 1J, making big smoke.
Fucking hell. When you see them going at the BC, it looks so cool. The only thing is, like, I'd quite like an 86 for the tighter sections, you know. And
that's why I think I'd get an S body, just because in real life, if I was allowed an S body...
It's like a mixture between, isn't it? It's
the S body, in my opinion, is probably one of my favourite cars to slide around in, which I have driven, and I've driven a few.
He's licking his balls.
It's alright, he hasn't got balls, he's licking his dick. Wouldn't you if you could do that? So yeah, that would be my answer, an S13 or an S14, PS13 maybe, just because I love the SR20s, and they're just, to me, I just love them.
Alright, fair on them. Yeah, I think mine'd probably be a Chaser then. But I'd like to do the thing where you were saying of like going over and, say if it happened that we were both in a position where we could do that, just like seeing what we could get for the money and like it being a bit random, and like if we might end up with like a battered old R30. I've always quite liked R32 Ford, you know, the Ford one?
Yeah.
I've always quite liked them. Like with like an even if it's like an RB20 detonator or something, you know, just
anything to throw around. I think for me, it's more I hope to fall in love with the BCU like I have with all the other stuff that I've done. I'm going there on the Thursday. I'm driving there, staying Friday for the D1 GP. They've got the finals of the D1 GP there, and then the blowout party is the Ibisu Matsuri, where they do 36 hours of solid drift.
Yeah, it's fucking
so I'm gonna make sure I've got my monsters on hand for that, so I can stay up all night and just hopefully have like an absolute blast, and then hopefully go back next year or maybe the year after. It just depends what money's like, man. Like this place that we're in now is expensive.
It's nice.
So it is, but you know, work hard. You've got to treat yourself sometimes, isn't it? So yeah, that is that. And
cool. Are we done?
I think that brings us to the end.
Wow. How long
of the podcast.
We've been sat here a long time, man.
An hour and a half, maybe.
Jeez.
Be good. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for interacting with us on Facebook and that. I'd like to make this Car Mugz podcast more of a regular occurrence. Let me know down below who you'd like to get on. I can then try and organise it and get people on and organise questions around them, like we have with Dan. We've been quite Nurburgring focused today. But we've talked about drifting.
Right?
Yeah,
that's what you want.
We wanted to hear about you and like what makes your channel special. So go subscribe to Danny DC2 if you don't already. Please make sure you subscribe to me as well and tune in to some of my videos. I've made some bangers recently, so I have to plug
for days.
I have to plug it. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more.
If anyone's actually watched the full thing,
let us know down below.
Let us know. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to try and do as well is rip the audio and upload it to SoundCloud, so people can listen to it in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, man.
So hopefully you will have enjoyed and you'll have learned something about Dan and maybe myself today.
All right. I feel like we're just like at the tip of the iceberg, though, right? Aren't we?
Oh man, there's so much more.
This is like the pilot episode. I hope it's gone well. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. It's been fun to make.
It's been wicked. Thank you very much for coming down, dude. Peace. One love, brother. Right, thank you very much, guys. See you again next time. Peace.
Bye.
Peace, camera. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
I'm gonna bop it from here. I'll probably kick.
Ah!
I want that to be the exit.
Yeah. Don't kick mine.